guys, happy Easter. And for today I figured, well, it's Easter, might as well do a ham. So we're gonna use our huge pot here, which I'm gonna line with foil. So I have some foil here. The reason we're lining it is because you can end up with quite the mess because of the glaze. So it's really just for easier cleanup, but if you don't want to line it up, you can skip that if you want. And then our ingredients is pretty simple. We're doing a simple one. I have kind of like 3 or 4 ham recipes that I actually do basically. So you may see some other ones on the channel at some point. For this one, basically we are just gonna be doing whole cloves. I'm big on the, putting cloves into the ham, so always. So we got that. We're gonna use some margarine or butter, your preference, some honey, and dark corn syrup, which I must have bought at some point, and yeah, I have quite a bit of corn syrup in the pantry. So yeah, those are our ingredients. So pretty simple. The first thing you can do is preheat your oven because it's not going to take us long to prep this. So just get put to 325, get it preheating, and it should be preheated by the time we get everything together. Okay, so I think we'll make the glaze first, just because the cloving of the ham really doesn't take too long. Okay, so we'll start with the honey. I definitely think I may be a little short on the honey, but that is okay. Obviously, ingredient-wise, use 2 cups of honey, but if you are short, you can just use more corn syrup. Yeah, it's an easy solution. So we'll just pour that in. The element is not on at this point. We're just pouring it into the pot first. 1/4 for dark corn syrup. 2/3 cup of your margarine or butter, whichever you chose. Okay, so we got our margarine, so we'll just add that into the pot. Okay, you can turn your element on now. And just on medium's fine. We're just basically heating it up. Okay, so now grab whatever tray you're gonna put your ham into. And we're just gonna line it with some tin foil. Now, I will just say a lot of the time I don't line it with tin foil, so yeah, completely optional. Again, it just depends on how much cleanup you want. And I'm just gonna spray it, which might sound weird, but I spray everything. So we're just grabbing our ham now. I like to always do this part in the sink because you'll always have like water and stuff coming from the bag. And then we'll just put it down like that. This part's also optional, but you can give it some little lines if you want. Do like a little zag across. I vaguely do it. Yeah. I just do it like that. Okay. And that's good enough for me. Now it's time to add the cloves. Now, I don't really measure the cloves. If you wanted to measure them, it's like, I don't know, like a 4th cup, something like that. But I just put them in my hands. I, you know, put them all around the ham, and when it's done, it's done. Yeah, I don't see a point in really measuring it. You know, after you've done it a couple of times, you just know how many you're putting in there. Now, one thing I will say is after a while, after you've put enough cloves into the ham, it will start hurting your fingers a bit. Yeah, but it's not too horrible. So you could wear gloves, I guess, but I think they'd be tough to actually get a hold of if you had gloves on. So the glaze will thicken over time. So basically we're just gonna pour some over it to begin with, but we're coming back halfway through, and at that point it'll be a little thicker. And then you can also, since there's a lot of glaze, if you wanna save some for when you're serving, you can. I don't really bother because I glaze the ham in a way that you don't need no extra. But if you wanted. So I'm just gonna grab a soup spoon because, like, yeah, we could just pour it over, but then we'd have a mess on this pot, so. Okay, so just pour over your glaze. And, you know, you can be generous with it because you got tons of it. So we'll do about that much. Actually, we'll do one more spoonful. And this is not the only time you're gonna glaze the ham, so you don't want to use all of it. And as you're glazing it, you will see that you have a lot of glaze. Like, it'll become obvious to you. I like to do it that way. That way you always have enough to glaze later on. Okay, that's good enough for now though. Okay, so there is our ham. It's ready to go in the oven, and it's gonna cook for roughly an hour and a half. So it doesn't take too terribly long to cook. And yeah, and you'll be coming back. You want to come back, like, I would say every 20 minutes to glaze so that you get that nice flavor at the end. Oh, and also, just in case I edit out all the glaze parts or just choose not to record them because, you know, you don't need to see me glaze this, you know, a bunch of times. I'll just say that I usually uncover the ham during, like, the last, I'd say 15 minutes. So right now it's covered, and it'll stay covered for, you know, roughly an hour and 15, and then I'll uncover for the last 15. Hey guys, we're back. The ham is done, so I'm just gonna show you. Voila! So there's our ham. Looks great. And it's got a good chunk of glaze. I did keep some glaze, so in the pot, a very tiny bit. Here, I'll lift the pot so you can kind of see. Yeah, just in case I wanted to dip. That is our honey glazed ham. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Happy Easter, everyone. Bye, guys.